Hey, it is Jim, aka Final Neuron, back again. Another episode of our Ogre Battle playthrough. So, after clearing the third area, we've got two choices of where to go, and it affects the story. It can affect it a lot, because if you go to this one, which is technically next, you actually lose reputation. We don't want to lose reputation. We're going to the fifth one. Here's the plan. Listen carefully. Let's get started. I already said that. The town of Ethawella in the north will be our headquarters for this operation. Our destination is Fort Crinnell, located a day's march south. Our purpose is to siege the fort, recover it from the rebels. There are two routes. One route is to travel due south, or travel west and around to attack them on their flanks. Making a beeline will be quicker, but route lacks strongholds, so the men will have to camp in the open. The other one takes longer, but the march will be aided by the strongholds on the way. The enemy has the same challenges. They must split their forces to confront us. According to our reconnaissance, their troops do not look ready to march. We must choose carefully and decide whether an all-out attack is best or if we should advance slowly. That is it for the plan of operations, but the Revolutionary Army is acting strangely. Strangely? What do you mean? I have no idea why, but they're marching south. They're leading a group of peasants and trying not to attract attention. They're just heading south? What could be their motive? I don't think they need to be prepared for invasion by forces outside Palatinus. In any case, we should take precautions. So, you might have noticed I've got a cleric. Finally! We changed Shirley's class from Valkyrie to cleric. Why? Because we need a cleric. We need a group capable of handling hard assaults like that. One thing Hugo did not mention in his little briefing is, yeah, sure, there's an extra town along the way over here, but it's a neutral town. And if we capture it, we lose reputation. Unfortunately, this is also the Witch's Den on the map. So if we lose a unit, we got to make a choice. Are we going to take a reputation hit in order to be able to revive them, or just lose them? Hopefully we won't have to lose anything, but the difficulty of this map is a good bit higher than the previous ones. So we will still have to be careful. We've got one enemy unit in view. It's a fencer with 3 ninjas. Not too bad, but a lot more solid than a lot of the stuff we've been facing. And the other way, we have no idea. Let's take a look at his alignment. Neutral, chaotic, chaotic, chaotic. This is a good chance for us to send newly minted Shirley. Let's see if we can lure them out a little bit. I don't want to fight them against the river on either side, just because I want to be able to back away if my damage is not enough to put them down and my healing's not enough to compensate. And let's send Dio to the west. Not to take the stronghold, of course, but just to kind of poke and see what's over there. And there we go. Wow, good job, Dio. That's some quick scouting. Well, there's a Valkyrie who's lawful and a blue dragon. So we'll send a negative aligned group over there. Let's go ahead and send Linus. I kind of have some plans for Woody for the future. We're not really ready to enact those yet. In the future, I expect him to be able to level pretty easily by himself. So I'm not too worried about him being able to level right now. Shirley gets here and nothing happens. Get a little more poke. He's not moving. Okay, that's a rough spot. Let's see if we can stick her there without getting into a fight. And we'll bring down some backup, just so that she has a harder time getting pinned and killed that way. Leia is a positive alignment unit. Linus is on the bridge. Hopefully if she has to retreat, she's able to slide off of the bridge instead of just, like, getting killed. Okay, so the answer is, it didn't go that great. To be honest, not that great. We focused almost everything on their Valkyrie and didn't kill her. She blocked a couple of attacks and survived with 8 health, which is pretty terrible. If she goes to capture that city, we can't stop her. We can't stop her. And that's a reset. What? I'm not safe scumming. You're safe scumming. Round 2. Or round 1 again. Let's see if we can finish her this time. Yes. Yes, a crit. Yes. Ah, you know, all it takes is a lot of hard work and, you know, just doing your best, fair play. Without a leader, she won't try to get onto that city. They can actually, without a leader, they can actually flee from you over a city and then capture it, which is like the worst. It's the absolute worst. But that probably won't happen here. It should flee west, end up getting completely destroyed by Linus. All right, Shirley's turn. Let's go weakest. Well, the dragon's doing a fair job of tanking so far. Obviously, he's going to get the heal. Almost completely neutralized their damage. One of the problems with this formation, obviously, you've got 2 backline people exposed. It's also hard for them to concentrate their damage. Makes it a little tough to finish things off. But it's a very durable group because the frontliner tends to take hits and then get healed. They tend to be able to sustain an attack. So the guy that we hit is running. He's probably going to run all the way home. But we've also got this new doll master coming after us. There's nothing really for us to fear there. There's a fairy, which we haven't seen yet. They're nothing special, really. Brandel should be chaotic. I think we're fine on this side. However, the alignment of this city is, the morale is like 12. I don't think we have anybody that can liberate. And then over here on the western front, Chris Evan. And this is a definitely chaotic. We'll pull her back and we'll send Woody down to be the negative dude on this side. Leia's going to the west. Probably not the right choice, but it's the choice I made. And now we've also got a cleric appearing on the west. That's a very middling morale. Anybody should be able to capture it at this point. How very basic. Not only is that group incredibly easy to beat, I think it's not a big deal who fights. Linus is going to intercept the cleric. Woody's going to intercept the doll master. And here we go. I wonder, should I attack the leader? Their frontline cleric. Looks like that dude has not fully retreated yet. He just came back here. So that's actually good for us. We might be able to get down there and finish him. So doll mages are midliner backliners, not frontliners. And they buff your golems. Your golems will get something like a 10% stat buff if the unit leader is a doll master. Sticking them like this is not a good idea. They will die to pretty much any attacks. They have a little bit better magic resist. That's it. We're going to bring Isom down since we're sending Woody back for healing. Okay, over here on the western front, we've got these 2 units stacked. We're going to go ahead and send Linus in. Vanilla is trying to heal up. If she full heals and keeps coming back at us, she's just going to keep being a pain in the butt. That footman on the front left is vulnerable because he can get hit by Berserker and 2 spells, potentially. They're just trying to nuke my leader. Okay, but I should do more than enough damage to force them back. And depending on what the positioning looks like, I may just have her capture the city and try to heal and tank these guys coming back. Very good. She's actually pretty weak, but we shouldn't have any trouble putting her down. Fireball. There we go. So that unit's done. It's not going to come back to bother us. Meanwhile, back over here on the eastern front, we've got what's their morale? 45. How did she capture? What? 45. For her to capture Laguat, her alignment would have to be all the way down to like 24. Everybody else in her group is neutral. I guess we're going to live with this because I don't really feel like resetting again. But if Dio can't intercept that dude and keep him off the neutral city, then yeah. I might be doing a little save scum. Well, this is not great. Cancel that. Shirley made it great. Shirley made the fight great again. She almost completely mitigated the damage of this fight. Wow. Good job, Shirley. Now, how can Shirley handle this reverse formation towards... Oh, that might be an opportunity. So far, they're doing pretty great. That's why clerics are strong. They erase a lot of damage. A lot of it. And it lets a unit just keep going. The only problem is they don't contribute to damage. And so they can end up putting your damage low enough that you don't out-damage the other side, and you can lose fights. Dio catches up with this dude. He's probably right around the edge of the map, so I don't expect him to live that long. I made Dio's two dudes into ninjas, not because this is going to be a chaotic group, but because ninjas grow agility pretty well every level, and I want them to be swordsmen or fencers or whatever they are. Swords masters, whatever, at some point. And to get that, they need their agility stat to be pretty good. Ninjas don't grow their hit points as well as footmen, but they grow what I want. Now, back to Shirley. Another thing that makes Shirley, with her cleric, a really strong assault unit. She can take on these 3 different squads over here by herself and not just get worn through attrition. She can actually take them on without getting completely demolished. In fact, if they don't do enough damage to her, she can benefit from the fight. I'd really rather they kill something in this group so that it doesn't just keep being a problem. The leader is actually not all that vulnerable because only the dragon can hit him. This unit is not particularly good at sniping the leader. Yeah, okay. So cleric groups can lose. They can actually get their butts kicked by a fight that they actually end up with the upper hand at the end. Like her hit points are way better than the other unit's hit point. Not sure how this is going to turn out, so I'm going to send Isom down to hopefully intercept anything coming out. We'll go ahead and resolve this side, and then we'll deal with the cities we already have. Can I get 3? Can I get 3, please? Oh yeah. Because I'm going to make it a lawful aligned group, I may turn those 2 backliners into Valkyrie, even though Leia's group is basically full of Valkyrie already. And the reason is they'll be able to do magic damage that way and continue contributing from the backline, but at the same time have decent defense, so that as they're exposed to hits, they can actually take them. Dio cleaning up. The alignment up is fine because we're not really going chaotic. And we got the Armit. That's the second piece of knight equipment we've gotten out of this level. So hopefully soon we'll have what we need to produce knights. Now this dude is running. I really hope he's just going to this city, but I don't know. I can't tell. Balder sword. That's a 3rd piece of knight gear. Isom, can you get to this unit? Can you get to him? Probably not. So he's going to get all the way back and retreat. That's too bad. We could have gotten an extra piece of equipment or an item drop or something out of it. You know what? Because Linus captured this city over here, that means her morale is quite low. And that means that she should be able to liberate this city over here. Aha! Ha ha ha! Shirley is ready for some more action. Send her after Takato, who is almost done camping. There was no action, so they decided to have a little vacation. Gremlins have very low damage. That's like a stat debuff attack, but they don't take a lot either. They have really good magic defense and a lot of evasion. If I didn't have so many attacks, I wouldn't be surprised if I lost that fight. And once they power you down, you're not going to do very much damage either. Is she retreating to... Oh, loser. We're going to go ahead and have Isom take this village. He's not going to catch her. That's not going to happen. That one's going to get away. Unfortunately, she's got both of these units pinned in the corner, so she's just going to have to finish them. Fairies are simultaneously one of the most useless units on a campaign map, and possibly the strongest unit in training. You can do training fights that just last forever until one side's totally gone. And fairies will just continue buffing your stats over and over, and it stacks indefinitely. To the point that the small heal that they provide ends up overcoming the damage that enemies are doing. 18 experience for killing one child soldier. So she cleared out that corner. We haven't visited any of these towns yet, including our headquarters, which is a shop. Let's see what we've got here. We've already got the bone helmet. We got that out of the last map. We don't have a Jingasa, which is a fencer. Yeah, fencer, I think, is the name of the class in this game. Rapier is for dragon masters or dragon tamers. That is the fencer. Cloth armor is also fencer. I think that's everything we need for fencers. Let's have Dio take a look. Are you going to fight the revolution? Do you have to? They didn't involve us in the war and they don't seem like bad guys. Can we just leave them be? And down here where Isom has taken a foothold. Why is the Southern Division here? Are you going to flee? Go south if you're willing to lose your kingdom. So the boss in this level is someone we have seen before. He goes by the name Debonair. And he crossed swords with Raid a while ago. He's level 8. Which is pretty high compared to my levels. Thankfully, first of all, he doesn't have a full group. He's only got 4 units in there. And no matter what angle I attack him from, I will be able to lay all of my attacks on him. Magic, arrows, swords, whatever it is. All of them will be able to hit him. One last city on the map. It's very positively aligned. We'll have to send Leia to take care of that. And here's the last enemy unit other than the boss. His group has a golem. It's going to be relatively easy to get this person KO'd. Attacking leader. We should be able to get at least 8 hits on him. Yeah, their magic defense is definitely nothing to brag about. I'll be able to hit him with 4 more attacks. If they will average 12 each, then he's going down. 12. 9. Linus captured the stronghold Quelwen. How is it that she captured a middling alignment city and then captured a low alignment city when her alignment is between? No. For her to capture Laguat, her alignment would have to be at 24 or lower. Okay. And for her to capture Queluen, her alignment would have to be at 33 or higher. Finally, someone that can liberate. It was a close one. This guy almost got away with 2 hit points. Pinned on the river. This is why fighting on bridges is extremely dangerous. The pathing is so tight. Usually, even if it looks like you're about to retreat, no, you're not about to retreat. You're not going anywhere. Alright, Dio. Tell us what's going on in this town. Who's that Zenobian revolution dude? Is there gonna be someone like that here to beat up the bad guys? Man, that'll be so cool. I mean, you gotta impress the toddlers. Time for some hot wyvern on wyvern action. Sometimes the pathfinding can be a little bit weird in this game, but for its time, it was actually quite impressive. Contemporary pathfinding was like Warcraft 2, where you could send your units at an enemy base, and they'd, just commonly get stuck on trees. So it's actually pretty impressive that they tend to find a really good, efficient route to get to where they're going, even if it's very frustrating sometimes. I think I may have forgotten to visit this city. Not sure. Beyond this border is Zenobia. Since the war with Zetagenia, Zenobia's changed. They've entered a new era. Zenobia is our neighbor, but revolution is still a foreign concept to us. Another kite shield. I've found almost 2 full sets of night gear at this point. Doom train pincher attack? Something like that. I saw you at the mine. Are you the commander? I don't want to fight you. Perhaps you can withdraw your troops. You expect me to withdraw my troops with the enemy right in front of my face? I won't allow this kingdom to be overridden by foreigners like you. I think you need to calm yourself a bit. But you won't listen to me, would you? All right, I'll accept your challenge. Debonair. Not a bad guy. And he has a cool looking sword. So, what can I say? Not only is his defense high, he blocks a lot. And he does a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, so the best we can hope for here is just to whittle him down. We got him below half. That's pretty good considering. Oh. Got my butt kicked. Who's next? Dio? Nope. Menace. Well, let's see. Maybe we should attack the leader? And just in that short time that we weren't fighting him, he healed up. He got maybe 10% of his health back. So they'll be able to finish him if they can weather this round of attacks. Ugh. With 1/3 of his health. Oh, that's rough. Block. And yes. You are indeed strong. I am definitely no match for you if I'm alone. Debonair, we're ready to retreat. Well, our job is done. If you'll excuse us, we must depart. Where do you think you're going? This isn't settled yet. Settle, you say? That means nothing. Even though people want change in this kingdom, not all of them are capable of fighting. Fortunately, my kingdom is willing to accept refugees. Do you understand? Our goal was to delay you and move the refugees to Zenobia. We succeeded, but now there's no reason to fight. Well, see you later. What? I won't let you escape. Oh, I think this is Destin. What was his? Are you looking for us? Exclamation points! Green Gun Guy, if you're watching, you're going to recognize Destin's voice. What are your intentions? What are you planning to do to this kingdom? Is that all you're concerned about? Is that what you, who defended the rebels and defied your superior, believe? Tell me your intentions. Will you forsake those who were discriminated and branded as lower class? We couldn't bear to see you, the people of this kingdom, suffer. For the past few months, we've been watching your kingdom. Everyone is fighting with everyone, and Lotus is pulling the strings. Is that why? You're instigating war against Lotus, aren't you? Now I see your motives. Ugh. You're a threat to this kingdom. This world is on the verge of insanity. Your strength, your charisma draws people toward you. They all look to you for help. This kingdom still has hope, but even that fades away in front of you. Revolution, huh? What's to become of the army once the revolution succeeds? You're going to send the soldiers against Lotus, isn't that right? I won't let you. Enough! What did you see at the Valmus mine? Did you think that it was right for people to be slaughtered like animals? Calm yourself down. I know something has to be done, But the way you spread war for the lower class throughout Palatinus is wrong. Life is precious by nature, regardless of race or social class. But this kingdom weighs people's lives too lightly. Do you not think that is wrong? Our goal is to right this wrong. We have no intention of making this class just for the lower class. Many have joined us in the name of revolution. Although they all share the desire for change, some tend to act excessively. We have difficulty keeping things under control. I see that you are also troubled. Is it your lack of ability to deal with the situation? Or is it the disparity between reality and your ideals? I know it is difficult, but you must find your own way. Do not be swayed by what is around you. There is no wrong path that you can take. You must believe in yourself and move onward. There is no wrong path that you can take. You stabbed me in the back? Okay, there is a wrong path that you can take. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that I got 2 captures that run through. But we cleared it, and we'll be heading up to see the whole Prince Yumal thing next time. But for this time, we are done. Check the description down there. I've added a link to the Discord. If you want to get in on the Discord, do that. That's probably the best way to get at me. I'm on there talking to my friends and talking about my waifu game that I play. So, yeah, I'm on there quite a bit. All right, guys, have a good day.